Hey everybody, I'm here with Bryan Booth with Harmony Tiny Homes, and he's going to show us this brand new gorgeous house. Let me just give him a quick look at the outside here because I'm loving the exterior that you have on here. So it's wood and it's is that like a metal side?
Metal, yeah.
Yeah, that's really pretty. So it's Harmony Tiny Homes, and okay, lead the way.
All right, we'll step on in here.
I'll follow you in.
And this is a custom build that we've done for a client. We'll be delivering it here in a little over a week.
Okay.
Just showing it these couple of shows here. 24-foot home.
I see you've got, is that the split?
Right, yeah, ductless mini split. This
Okay.
is something we we've been doing now. We make our own shiplap.
Shiplap.
Yeah, that's 3/8 inch BC plywood that we rip and put the shiplap joint on.
That's really pretty. I don't know if they can really get a look at that, but it's really pretty. I love how it makes it bright, and then you've got the big windows up there.
Oh yeah, this one's loaded with windows. You definitely get plenty of natural light.
Okay.
But you come. This is just the client wanted. This is a kind of a neat little sofa. It actually drops down into a bed, so you got some guests.
That's a really cute idea.
Right.
I like that.
This is a single lady that has this one. So she wanted just a little small table for her. That's all she really needed.
That's going to be like her little dining table.
Right. And as far as the kitchen, she's going to be supplying actually a little 2-burner induction cooktop and a convection microwave. So the cooktop she can put away when she doesn't need it. Just kind of gives her a little more counter space. Okay. She left this open actually for that's where her dog's bed's going to go.
Oh, okay.
So that all works out for her.
Okay. I'm dying to hear about this countertop.
This is a countertop that we started doing a few months ago. This is actually plywood.
No.
With an epoxy resin on it. We paint the plywood as kind of a base color, and then we've got a basic color palette that we're working out of, and you have that base color and then some other, you almost camouflage the plywood. And then you pour an epoxy resin, and through that, while the resin's still wet and liquid, we start pulling some of these other colors. We put a little, it's spray paint on a paint stick or paint brush, and you pull it through the epoxy. You know, there's some black and some copper, and there's a little bit of green in this vein.
Wow. And
so as the epoxy is kind of moving, and it kind of takes the paint in different directions and does its thing. And then we also use metallic powder mixed with isopropyl alcohol, and that's sprayed in there, and again that does it kind of moves and melds, and it's kind of odd when you first put the product down and you get it to the point where you really can't do anything else with it. It doesn't really look the way you're maybe a little disappointed with it. You're like, well, okay, and you leave, and the next morning you come back and you're like, oh wow, you know, this really, because it moves overnight as the epoxy hardens. And then we come back over it with another, just a flood coat of just clear epoxy over it that gives it that depth. And this customer opted for this little, it's kind of a rock edge, and what this is Bondo. It's auto body filler that we kind of put on very rough, and then we knock down the high points.
This is not a counter. This is a piece of art.
Everyone's different. Everyone's different. You know, I don't know, did probably a couple dozen sample boards for the client to try to figure out kind of what we wanted to do.
I wish I don't know if it'll show up in this film, but it's got like shades of copper in it and green, like Bryan said. I mean, this is gorgeous. I like this better than my granite countertop.
Well, and that's basically what the idea here is. This, it looks like granite. In fact, we had a different house with a similar product in it at another show, and we had a granite installer that thought it was granite. And I'd say, no, it's plywood, look underneath it, you know.
Wow.
But it gives you that look of granite at about half of the price of granite.
I was just going to ask you.
And less weight, and it's not brittle like granite would be. It's, you know, it's.
And can you set a hot pot on it or anything?
It's durable to heat. You can scratch it, but at the same time, it's an 1/8 of an inch thick epoxy. If you got a little scratch in it, you can buff it out.
Oh, okay. So it's durable to heat, and water doesn't affect it, or does it stain at all?
No, it's a good durable product, and like I said, again, you can buff it out, or worst comes to worst, 10 years down the road, you've got some scratches or something you can't handle, you put another coat of epoxy over it. The scratches are gone. Then you've buried them and they're gone. So.
I love that. I mean, that's really pretty. And you said it's about half the price of granite.
Yeah, about what it turns out. You know.
I gotta show this to Craig.
It's a neat product. I've actually I've actually bid, before we left town, I sent a bid into a hotel with 135 units to redo their vanities. And
wow.
So, and in that case, we're gonna put it on top of the existing vanities.
Wow.
So we're just gonna kind of go in and put the epoxy and all the color on it. So we'll see how that turns out.
So I love those shelves. You got the pipe.
Right.
So kind of that rustic look, and you got the big sink here. Everybody wants to see that. And
good old IKEA sink, yeah. Can't go wrong there. IKEA's got some great stuff for tiny houses. So.
And lots of storage space really there.
Yeah, this one worked out particularly. Like I said, she didn't want the oven, so that leaves you, some extra space there. There's our smudged up refrigerator.
That's okay.
Everybody's been through the house.
And you got the little closet. Oh, I gotta get back.
Well, there's two closets. There's one to the right of the refrigerator with a rod, and there's another one in the bathroom. And all this is just what we like to do with a lot of these things. As far as the storage options is, we don't try to figure everything out for the client because they're not going to know until they're actually in here for a little while and see how they're going to use the space. We could try to figure it out, but it might not be how she's going to use it. So let her figure out kind of how she's going to use it.
So you just kind of,
make adjustments.
So there's a rod there for your closet here. And then you got your barn door slide. Okay. That's cool. And then, can I walk in?
Sure.
So now we're in the bathroom, and you got the same countertop here. Love that sink too.
That's another IKEA find.
I love that. And you've got, this is a regular toilet, right?
Right, standard flush. We tend to build, of course, obviously it depends on what the client wants, but even in our model houses, we put a standard flush, but we install a plug behind it because most of the commercial composters have got a fan on them, so if somebody wants to switch it over, it's a really quick and easy fix to switch it from standard to composting versus the other way around. It's a little more complicated to do it the other way.
So this is a big shower. I love this shower.
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest ones I've seen in a tiny house.
This client wanted this for mobility reasons.
Okay.
Plus
she can probably wash your dog in there too.
Right. Well, it's a little easier too. Pop your foot up on that seat there to wash your feet, that type of thing.
Yeah. Shave your legs.
Yeah, for the ladies,
that's what we women do. I have to, when we remodeled our bathroom, I was like, I gotta have something to put my foot up on. So, shower curtain?
She'll just install whatever curtain she wants, or if she wants to put a door on, she can do that too.
So I'm gonna get a shot of the floors, because the floors are beautiful too. Gosh, this is really great. I love this, Bryan.
The floors are that's actually a vinyl laminate product.
Okay.
It's similar to your laminate flooring, but this is a vinyl, so you don't have it's not a cellulose-based product, so if it gets wet, it's not really a big.
I was just going to ask you about that. Does the vinyl hold up better?
Yeah.
Okay, can I go upstairs?
Sure.
Okay. Please don't.
Might be a little bit of a mess because we're living in it right now. Got two guys staying in here. So
okay. Oh dear. Okay.
Oh, we try to
Everybody beware. No. Okay. All right. Well, this is pretty spacious up here.
Yep. Worked out well. She's got a little IKEA dresser right there around the corner. So.
Okay. So that's what this is?
Right.
I'm going to bring my phone around and do it that way.
There.
Oh, so she's got some drawers up here. That's nice. Okay, cool. Very nice. I'm going to get a shot from up here of the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, this is really pretty. Okay, so let me ask you. Oh, I missed the ceiling fan. That's neat too. I like that.
Yeah. Does
she live in Florida or?
Right now, she will be moving to North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
She's up north right now. She'll be relocating after we deliver this one.
So if people want to get something like this beautiful tiny house, how do they get a hold of you, Bryan?
The website's harmonytinyhomes.com. Email is just harmonytinyhomes@gmail.com. Really simple.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is great.
Thanks. Enjoyed it.